Hello there. I'm going to make some beef short ribs today, and I'm going to use my 3-quart Instant Pot. It's going to be a nice meal. I have 2 packs of beef short ribs, and I have some nice ingredients to make a sauce. Come on up, I'll show you how to make it. I'm going to start by taking 2 packs of short ribs. These are boneless beef short ribs, and I'm going to take them out of the package and add a little sea salt. So let me just show you the package. Short ribs, boneless beef. Usually you would braise these and cook them in liquid, nice and slow. Well, we could do that, but I thought I have this nice 3-quart Instant Pot, and we can fit both of these packs right into there. Now these aren't cheap. That's why we really want to make them nicely. First of all, these are $13.99 a pound, and it's not much meat here for $11. This one also is $16, so it adds up to about 2 pounds. And I want to say that when I went to the store, I don't know if it's the prices going up these days or this cut of meat is so expensive, but I found ones with the bone in first, and they were $28 for a pack like this with 4 ribs in it. And I thought that was a little bit too high, so let's go to the boneless. Alright, I'm going to take these out of the package, put them on my paper plate here, and just kind of prepare them by adding some salt and letting them sit till they come to room temperature. Now, each one of these will look something like this. There's going to be a little extra fat on here. We're going to cook that right into the vessel. Alright, there's 4. Let's see what we have in this package. These are nice size serving pieces here. Very nice. This is something we don't make too often in this household, because you really have to treat the meat nicely to get it to be tender. But we have a nice way to do it here. Alright, there's a nice plate, 2 pounds of ribs. We're going to add some coarse sea salt here as they sit and become room temperature. And I'm just going to turn them over quickly. And salt the other side. Alright, while they're sitting there, we're going to do 2 things. We're going to turn on the Instant Pot saute mode and get that ready to get warmed up. So, now this is a 3-quart vessel, and it's really a great size for something like this if you're not filling lots of different items in it. First we're going to start with saute. And I'm just going to put a little olive oil in there. And we'll get that heated up for a few minutes. And in the meantime, we're going to make the sauce. The sauce has a couple unusual ingredients. First we're going to start with a tablespoon of chopped garlic. Then I'm going to use some rice vinegar. I think this is a great flavoring vinegar, and we use it a lot here on our Chinese food, but we also use it as an ingredient in cooking some meat that needs to be tenderized. So I'm using 1/4 cup of rice vinegar. To that, I'm going to add low sodium soy sauce. Here's also going to be 1/4 cup. And it might seem like a lot of soy sauce, but it's going to have a Korean barbecue nature of its flavor. So after this, we're going to add a little spice. Alright, next I'm going to use some chili garlic sauce to really spice this up. Now this adds the Korean barbecue type flavor here. We're going to add 2 teaspoons. Now this is made by the same company as sriracha sauce. So be aware how spicy you want your food to be and then adjust it accordingly. 2 teaspoons is a good amount for that amount of meat, I think. Alright, let's mix this up a little bit. And now we're going to have to add some kind of sweetening flavor to this. So for that, I'm going to use Dr. Pepper. Now, this amount of liquid adds up to about 1/2 cup. We're going to add an additional cup of liquid using Dr. Pepper. And this sweetness that comes from Dr. Pepper will really be a nice combination. So we're going to make this 1.5 cups total. Alright, that'll give us enough liquid to bring the pressure cooker up to a steaming pressure. Alright, now this is getting hot in here. We're going to start putting in the short ribs. We just want to brown them a little bit. See how the salt has kind of sunk into the meat? It all helps with tenderizing. All I want to do is just brown the sides a little bit to feel in the juices. Kind of a start as if we were braising them. I'm going to put them all in and just keep tossing them around a little bit till they get a little brownness on them. And before you know it, we'll be starting the pressure. Alright, I'd like to turn these over a little bit. You can see it's starting to get brown. If you have a 3-quart pressure cooker, then you can think about 2 pounds of ribs would fit into this. You know, you could do this with pork ribs also, but I would have been hungry for beef ribs. Good. Yeah, just a little bit of browning here. And okay, I'm going to move this out to the front so we can get the lid on and get it ready to go. How's that look so far? Oh, this one needs to be flipped over. Okay. So let that go a couple more minutes on simmer, then we're going to get it ready for pressurizing. Okay, now this for a 3-quart pressure cooker. You can see 2 pounds of ribs fit in here. Probably if you had pork ribs, it would also be good. Nice because there's no bone and they're very flexible to get them all in here at one time. And if you have a larger pressure cooker, you know, go ahead and load it up. Alright, now it's starting to make its own juices here. To me, that's the time we're going to start getting this ready for pressure. So we're going to take this lovely, spicy and sweet sauce, and we're going to cover it up. Wow, this is going to be good. Alright, let's get the lid on it. So let's get it on, set it up, and then we're going to go to the front. Let's turn off first. Cancel the saute. We're going to pressure cook. We're going to use it on high, and we're going to use it for 45 minutes. Now I have that set up on the meat setting, and then I just increased the time to 45 minutes. Well, you can see it's ready to go already. It'll build up to pressure, and then it'll start cooking. 45 minutes. At the end, we're going to let the pressure escape naturally until the last couple minutes. Then we'll let it out. Alright, now our pressure cooking has finished. It changed from a P icon there to one that shows that it's in the keep warm mode. It's in keep warm mode for 12 minutes, meaning the pressure should just about be out because it escaped naturally. So let's let the rest escape. You can see there's not much left. It's not a big full blast. I don't know if you can see the pin in the back of the pressure cooker. When the pin drops, we'll be ready to open the lid safely. There we go. Pin dropped, and it sure smells good in here. Wow, look in there. Oh, you can smell the soy sauce and the meat. Oh geez, this is really nice. Now the pieces did shrink quite a bit. Let's get them out on a plate and we'll take a look. Now they stayed intact, each of the ribs. But you can see why it was okay to pack that full of meat, because it did reduce in size. Oh my goodness, I can tell you this smell is very good and it's pretty strong. Garlic and pepper and the sweet and sour. We're going to take a little bit of the juices and take a look at that real close. Pepper and garlic. Now this could be served over mashed potatoes or over a nice plate of polenta, perhaps. So let's just have a little taste, see how this is. I'm just going to take a small one here and bring this out front so it's easier for you to see. I'll have a little of that nice juice on here. And let's cut it and see how nice and tender. Oh my goodness, I don't even have to cut it with a knife. Look how tender those ribs are. Ooh, I think I'm going to have a taste of that right now. That is a little spicy. Wow, that's delicious. That Dr. Pepper had a nice touch too, because it's nice and sweet. Alright, this is a recipe I can highly recommend. Get yourself some nice beef ribs without the bone. Seem to work out just fine. Try the recipe. You can use this on roast beef also, something like that. Well, I hope you enjoy the taste of this, and thanks for watching.